Hey guys, Big Eternal Flames Gaming back with you for another PUBG video, and this time it is on the brand new Halloween release for day-night mode, and this video is all about how to get it and what to do with it when you get it. So, first tip, you have to select the Erangel map. If you don't select the Erangel map, you can't get day-night mode. The second tip is you have to select classic mode. Don't select any other mode because you will not get day-night mode in any other mode. Thirdly, you have to select FPP or first person perspective. If you don't play first person perspective, my understanding is that you have almost no chance of getting a day-night mode match. Now, having said all of that, one other thing that people say is that on the loading screen here, the startup screen, you do get a little icon that says day-night. Now, the other thing to note is look at the sky, guys. Look at the clouds. Look at the way they're pushed right back. That's not normal for this phase of the game before you move into the plane and then you parachute, okay? Two things with the clouds that tells you you're getting at night mode, right? The clouds they have a pinky hue to them, and the clouds are pushed right back. I apologise, there was some background noise from other players with the mic on, but anyway, it is a mobile online game. So, and also, if you look at the clouds here from the plane looking down, they have a very milky film to them. That's slightly different to what you get from a normal PUBG game at this point in the game before you jump out of the plane, okay? So, summary, has to be classic mode, has to be FPP, and if you do that, you should be good, okay, to get day-night mode. Having said that, I literally, from the point that the update dropped, I downloaded it immediately. I was straight into the game. I logged in and out and tried to get day-night mode 100 times. No word of a lie, 100 times. On the 100th time, I got a day-night mode game. So, Tencent have, for some bizarre reason, made this day-night feature extremely hard to get. If you look at the ratio, the example that I have, 1 in 100 is 1%. I've read the Reddit forums, I've looked at all sorts of threads on this. The reports are at absolute best 3%. I feel like it's more like 1%. It is very, very hard to get. Everyone's saying the same thing. I don't quite know why Tencent did it this way, given that everyone is playing this game currently, and everyone wants to, and they're playing it because they want night mode matches, right? They want to find the night mode goggles, they want to survive long enough to get into the night mode element of the game because they want to experience it. Like, it's just so cool. There's the night mode goggles right there. I just picked them up, okay? Now, at the moment, the next big tip for you guys, if you get a day-night mode match, you really have to get the goggles. You have to just keep looking around, looting as many buildings as possible. You can loot container crates, buildings, all sorts of stuff. Anywhere that you would normally loot like crazy because you've got to get the goggles. You do not have to do anything with the goggles right now. You can't activate them right now. You'll see here, I'm fiddling around with the goggles, seeing what has to be done. You can't activate it until basically dusk is breaking and it's turning to night. It will prompt you to activate your goggles, okay? And then there'll be a second prompt after that asking, do you want to turn on the night vision, okay? Because you'll see a bit later in the video, as it goes from dusk to actual night, you'll see that there's different hues and there's different colours, and that before you finally activate the night vision goggles, even though you have them, the colour is like really blurry at the periphery. Anyway, so my intentions right here and now, because everyone seemed to drop in Roshog on this game, which is fine. Yeah, it made it fun. It's not great for, you know, you just really hope that you don't cop a stray bullet and get killed, because obviously 1 in 100 chance of getting a night mode match. It took me so long to get it. I'm posting this video now. I'm only just able to get this video uploaded for you guys because it's taken me so long to get a match, right? I was trying relentlessly. Excuse me. So getting the night mode match was a big deal, and then of course I was concerned with making sure that I survived long enough to actually get into the night mode element of the game, because I thought, it's really cool, this is what everyone wants to do right now. So anyway, don't do anything silly, guys. What I'd recommend is when you get to the night mode match, loot carefully and as quickly and in as many areas as possible, but stay inside. Don't put yourself in a position where you're going to jeopardize yourself being killed, because then you're not going to get into the night mode element of the game, and goodness knows how long it's going to be before you can get another night mode match. You'll see there that the goggles have a separate slot. That you can't fit them to a slot like, for instance, you can to your rifles or to your sidearm, to your pistol. Okay, so they have a completely separate slot, and they slot themselves. So there's no issue there. All right. So all the hype is around night mode right now. I honestly wasn't sure that I was actually going to get a night mode game. I'd almost convinced myself that I wasn't going to get there, but persistence, and you will get a night mode game eventually. My best tip is just keep relogging, log it. Just keep relogging. If you get dispirited because you can't get the game, relog in 10 or 15 times and then walk away and then come back and do it again. You will eventually get one. And remembering that the key, the giveaway that you're going to get a night mode match, if you follow the correct criteria with classic, FPP mode, etc. The giveaway is the clouds. You will notice, if you're a pretty seasoned PUBG player, you'll notice the difference with the clouds, because as I said before, they're pushed right back, and they're misty. They're not really well formed clouds like you normally get in the PUBG after you come through the lobby, that you normally get in that PUBG, that sort of interim period where you're just mucking around and it's gathering players for the match. So anyway, I'm still working at this point, making sure that I'm surviving. Obviously, you can't just sit there and do nothing. You want to knock people off, because the percentage chance that I'm going to finish further up in the game is based on the fact that we're eliminating people as we go through. So at this point, I just had my fingers crossed that I was going to survive. I was lamenting the fact that there were so many people that dropped here, but anyway. So as we move through the video, other tips that I can give you for night mode games: get the goggles activated as quickly as you possibly can. Don't wait, and it will prompt you as to when to activate the goggles. Then once you've got the goggles activated, like anyone who's playing without goggles that hasn't found them is stuffed, because the vision is awful. Like, you just can't see anything. It'll give you a migraine. So and you'll see that very soon. Yeah, once you've got the goggles going, you just want to push through and finish as high up in the night mode match as possible. But anyone that finishes in the top 20 is going to have goggles and they're going to be activated. There's no two ways about it. Like, you'll be dead well before, because basically the premise is that you can see other players, but they can't see you at all if they don't have the goggles. So it's pretty much an epic fail. Like, if you don't get the goggles, you're stuffed in a night mode match completely. So yeah, but yeah, so as I said, guys, it's very hard to get a match. Just be patient, you'll get one eventually. I haven't read in the forums or the threads or Reddit anywhere, I haven't read anyone saying, oh, I got it after the second or third login. No one has said that at all. Reportedly, there are people that have been able to get it in the second or third login, but I don't know who those people are. They'd be dead lucky, right? Everyone that I'm reading about is pretty much saying the same thing, that it's like a 1 in 100. There's someone, as I said before, generously said there's a 3% chance, but nah, I can't see it. I play PUBG all the time, and it's like, for me, as logging in as many times as I did to get it once in 100, it's a rare event. I think you're going to find that Tencent probably may release another update, maybe even within the Halloween event, to maybe increase the percentage chance that you're going to get a night mode game, because people just aren't getting a chance to experience it. So I was concerned about the zone at this point, but I'm also concerned about running around outside and getting shot prematurely, because I'm sensing at this point, excuse me, frog in the throat. Excuse me, guys. I'm sensing at this point that dusk is imminent, but there's still a lot of activity outside. So if I go outside now, with all the firefights going on, it's a gamble. The zone's pushing in, and the longer I leave it, the worse position I'm in, but I want to actually get to the night mode point in the game. So I just took the odds to it, and I just waited it out. Plus there's a red zone as well now, so I've got no choice. I've got to stay inside. Don't take risks. If you're lucky enough to get in the night mode game, just play within yourself. Probably try and get to a building with a second floor so that you can snipe from a second floor, but loot up, get your goggles, and probably just, I would recommend staying put, particularly if you're in an area that's highly populated where everyone's, popping everyone else. So yeah, that'd be my best tip there, guys. And very soon you guys are going to see dusk settling, and it's actually really cool, the colour change. It goes from afternoon to dusk to night. So it's starting to change right now. If you look out the window, the colours are starting to change. So yeah, I did well enough to get to this point, playing conservatively, but as I said, that was my game plan. It took me so long to get to the game itself, night mode game, that I just didn't want to stuff it up. And there's people getting shot all over the place. Look, there's people that may have been in my situation as well, that had been trying to get a night mode match for so long they couldn't get it, that are getting killed before they actually get into the nighttime element of the game. So yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me to take chances, and I wanted to get this video for you guys as soon as I possibly could, and this was the soonest that I could get it. So yeah, so there's still a lot going on outside. Yeah, there's someone up on, where are they? Sort of west. I'm not going to take too many chances popping him. I'm certainly not going to push his location. You can see the sun setting now, like it's afternoon sun coming in pretty strong just before it dips below the horizon. So it won't be too long before dusk starts to settle. And there's the zone pushing in. See, this is what I'm saying. I took a risk. I thought, you know what, I'd rather fight the zone than get killed before I get an opportunity to experience the night mode element of it. So yeah, the zone's just pushed past me, and with that, coincidentally, it looks like the sun's starting to set. So I'm going to have to make a move real soon. But yeah, you can see the colours changing now. And there's definitely still guys behind me at the back of the building that I'm in. So I'm still in a precarious position. I've still got to be very careful to make sure that I get through into the night element of the game. But I'm running out of time too. I've got to get out of here. So here we go. It's getting dark. I'm fighting the zone. First, I would have liked to have looted that, but there you go. So you can see the stars in the sky behind the hill. I would have liked to have looted that crate, but I've got no choice. I've got to run to the zone. So yeah, the last thing you want to do in this situation is take a risk and not make it at this point in the game. So my objective after this is simply to survive, to get to night, and then to push and finish in as high a position as I can. But essentially I've achieved what I wanted to do. So you can see now that just there, the goggles were prompting me to do something. There's a guy right there. He would have spoiled my party if he shot me, so I was going to see if I could go upstairs and snipe him. There's always some guy trolling you in this game. It's just a hazard, occupational hazard of playing the game. It always happens. Yeah, you see, there's people still hanging around. Spoilers, trying to wreck it for other players. But anyway, it's PUBG. It's like it's a shooter sniper game. So we're down to 24 alive at this point, and I really do have to move. The zone is moving in pretty quick. it's well past me now, so I'm going to have to take some risks at this point. And I was thinking to myself, when do I move? When do I move? So I thought, well, I'll just loot this building here, and I'll see if I can take care of whoever's hanging around that side. But I've got to be quick. Probably, yeah. I don't know if I'd recommend taking this great a risk. I think you've got to probably push at this point and get out. But fortunately, I had a couple of med kits, so he's definitely out there. I can't quite get a shot on him. I was hoping at this point maybe the zone had killed him. So still not an ideal situation to be in, but yeah. I guess at the end of the day I was happy to have got, there he is. Goodness knows why he hung around that long. It's a night mode match. Like, why would you stay in an area where the zone's already pushed through? He had some pretty good gear too, so he's just like, just trolling basically. Yeah, anyway, good luck to him. He's dead. So my objective now clearly is just to move out of here ASAP. Like, really as fast as possible. And I did get lucky with bandages, so I was able to keep getting bandages. So I think we're up to 17 alive at this point. So just, if you get a night mode match, just getting to the point where night descends and you've got to use the goggles will bring you probably somewhere between, maybe there will only be 20 to 30 people alive if you survive to that point. It takes quite a long time for the night to fall. So yeah, now I'm just going for an absolute sprint. I've got to get to that zone, or else yeah, all my effort so far hasn't been wasted, because I've got a night mode match, but it's certainly, my ambitions were, you know, to finish higher than 16th. We're at 16 alive right now. So there's the zone right there. So that's my next objective ticked off. And here we go. So this is pretty much what it looks like with night mode activated. Well, this is what it looks like with night mode activated. Okay, so you've got the night vision goggles. They're on, they're active. Anyone that doesn't have them is stuffed, because you can see everything and they can't see anything. There is that sort of hazy black view in the periphery of the frame, but that's part of the effect, I guess. It's the way Tencent wanted to do it. So I had no shortage of people that were still hanging around that I had to deal with. So that's fine. I think people probably did the same thing as me. Maybe were a bit conservative, stayed in the town a bit longer just to make sure that they got to the night mode part of the game. So anyway, guys, that's all the tips I've got for you. I really do hope that you guys are successful in getting night mode. Be patient. My estimate is about a 1% chance of getting it. In the event, there was a slightly higher percentage chance of getting it, but you know, in the wash-up, I didn't find it. So. And yeah, just use that method of just relog in constantly until you can get the criteria that I went through earlier on in the video, where it's optimum for getting a night mode game. So anyway, guys, night mode's totally awesome. I wish you guys all the best in getting it. Enjoy the rest of the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back hopefully with more night mode content pretty soon. Maybe me and Shadow can get a duos night mode game going for you. Great to be doing this video for you guys, and I'll see you next time.